Hey everybody, this is Ralph Renna for Knoxville's Rock Station 93.7 WVLZ. Of course, we have sister stations in Albany, New York, 93.9 WABY and 95.1 WSNJ in Wilmington, Delaware. Sitting with me here today on his birthday is Sean Danielsen from Smile Empty Soul. What an honor for you to be here today.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
We let our life get involved in the interruption of this interview that was supposed to happen a couple days ago. My furnace went, then your generator went. So it took us a few days to get here. And I'm like, you know what? I bet you this guy hits me up in the morning and boom, my email was there. Thanks for being here. You're going to be in Knoxville this Tuesday. Where are you right now?
Right now we're in St. Louis.
St. Louis?
We got a show tonight in Sauget, Illinois, which is just over the river from St. Louis. And so yeah, we got a show here tonight, Nashville tomorrow. Or I'm sorry, Bloomington, Illinois tomorrow, then Nashville, then Knoxville.
It's going to be great. So
Yeah.
Dave Kelly is one of our DJs, and this is the guy you're going to be looking for right here. He's the guy who's going to be at the show with 93.7 WVLZ. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today, and he's bringing the boss with him. Now, the Open Chord, what a great venue. Have you guys ever played there before?
Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah, Dylan, great staff. So you're out on the road. What's the theme of all this new record? Just out there getting your feet wet again? Is there a purpose for the whole tour? And how long are you going to be out there?
Um, we released a couple new songs at the end of last year.
Right.
So we are out here supporting those, but also we do 4 tours a year. That's just what we do. And we started about a couple weeks ago down in Texas, did a whole bunch of Texas dates, worked our way up to Kansas. Now we're over here in Missouri. So we're about halfway through this run. After Knoxville, we do some Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and then we wrap it up and go home towards the end of February. So
where's home for you now, Sean?
well, I was born and raised in LA, but I moved to Arkansas. What was it? 13 years ago now, and so I've lived there for the last 13.
It must take. Everybody think the life of a rock star. Everyone thinks the life of a rock star is all glam and glitz. How do you break up your day, man? When you go into these certain towns, are you like one of those guys that wants to go sightseeing or find the local record store, maybe hit the local restaurant? What's your off time like in these towns when you go on tour?
We're pretty food oriented.
Who
we,
isn't?
we like to utilize the travel that we do for work as a way to try great food places in different cities around the country. So we do that quite a bit.
Right.
That's always a fun thing to do. We're all kind of foodies.
So did a little digging. You're an artist too, painter.
Yep. Yeah, I dabble in the creative painting world. It's a good time.
I have a question, and most artists, some I've asked, and some knew, and some didn't. Did you know that the Mona Lisa does not have eyebrows?
I never thought about that.
It's really strange. You're gonna think of me every time you look at the Mona Lisa now.
Huh.
Here's the show that we were looking at. It's this Tuesday, February 17th. Our friends at the Open Chord, that's located 8426 Kingston Pike in Knoxville, and Smile Empty Soul bringing out Primer 55, Silhouettes and Mayhem, Make My Blood Dance, who I have seen a few times before, and a band called Emerge, WVLZ, and Dave Kelly will be there. There he is right there. Primer 55, this is a cool band to kind of hook up as a support act. How did that happen?
Yeah, it's actually a co-headliner. We're flip-flopping every night. And I've known Bobby from Primer for quite a while. Just via messaging, we know some of the same people. We've messaged here and there over the years, but then in November of last year, we did a co-headlining run together out on the West Coast,
Right.
and it went very well. Those guys are great guys, and
Right.
easy going, good dudes, great to tour with, great band. And so, when you find a good tour partner out here, that's but we're a very easygoing band, easy to get
Yeah.
along with, easy to deal with. So you find another band like that, and um, might as well do a couple runs together if it works.
Right.
So
Right.
we're on our second tour with them, in this fashion, and it's a good time.
Yeah, you got a solid lineup of bands playing here in Knoxville this Tuesday as well.
Yep.
Okay, let's back up a minute. We were talking about your art now. So, painting and music. Which one came first? What was the first or the earliest signs of either of those that made you go, "I want to be creative"?
Well, I mean, I always dabbled in both. I mean, you know, just drawing and painting and being creative in that sense. I mean, we all do that from time to time from the time we're kids. Music, I started um, playing my first instrument when I was around 9. So they've both just kind of always been a part of what I do, and being creative is a great therapeutic way to just um, get your stuff out there into the world, and so I enjoy both.
Have you ever created any artwork for the band? It's probably something I should know, but it just popped in my head.
Artwork for Smile. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of our album covers, um I've done, or single covers, or artwork within the packaging of CDs or whatever. A lot of basically all of our stuff is either my friend Chris, who's an amazing artist and graphic designer, or my stuff. So
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. So at an early age, the music. How did the music start for you? I like to just get in the past a little bit now and how it kind of all started for you as far as musically goes.
well, I grew up around music. My both my parents were musicians, and they were actually in a band together in high school.
Right. Oh
My mom,
wow.
my dad. So it was just always there and always a part of my life. And when I was 9, I started taking piano lessons, and it clicked and worked, and I liked it. But then I started playing guitar the next year, and something like really clicked with that. It was just felt right and natural. And so I just kind of took off with guitar at that point at age
And what
10.
kind of band were you playing? And how old were you? You were what age?
10.
10. What type of music were you playing? Were you trying to play rock and roll? Was it punk rock?
Yeah, I was very into the 90s grunge scene,
Oh wow.
um, when I was young.
Hmm.
And so, a lot of Nirvana and Stone Temple Pilots and Alice in Chains, stuff like that.
You would call them like influences and people that inspired you to kind of do your thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What's your earliest memory of anything before that? Was there like a family member that might have turned you on to a certain record or anything like that sticks out in your head? Maybe it's the same record you listen to today.
I mean, there's a lot of that. My dad was always listening to his music, um, with me around. And so, I grew up listening to all kinds of records, some of which I still like to this day.
Right, right. Did you ever think you'd be out touring the world doing this thing? I mean, it's most musicians, and to still be, a band that's relevant, man, and that's a big thing for rock these days, man.
Yeah, I mean, from the time I picked up a guitar and it felt so right and so natural, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. And I hoped to be able to, make records and tour as a living. Never knew for sure, of course, if I'd be able to pull it off. It's a difficult industry to crack. But, here I am, 23 years into this Smile Empty Soul career thing, and it's good.
And what was the first sign that like was it was there a moment where you were getting signed, or you kind of knew it was going to take off from there? What year was that? Was that like 2011, 12, somewhere in there?
No, our first record came out in 2003, and went gold back then. So um, probably when we were shopping for record deals in 2002, and all of a sudden we started getting serious offers, it kind of made me realize like this is happening, and we're about to get a record deal.
Yeah, man, that's a great feeling too, man. And how that happened? Was it just someone was there at the show, or was there just someone that hooked you up and said, "I'm going to send a guy from a label to see you guys play live"?
We had a producer in LA kind of discover us. It was a friend of mine was friends with his son, and we kind of got introduced, and he passed a demo along to his dad, and his dad signed us to a production deal. And
There
then
you
we
go.
went into his studio and recorded our first record, and then he shopped the record around to record companies.
I see a little space in between like releases of records, and you guys will take a few years in between, 3 years sometimes, in between records, and 4 years. Now I see Oblivion. Was that the last release before these few singles come out last year?
No.
No, I'm listed. I'm just seeing something listed here. Maybe my notes are incorrectly.
Yeah, we released Oblivion in '08, Sheep in '09. In 2020, we released the 2020 EP.
All right, we have to stop this right here because I'm looking at like Wikipedia, and that's why all my dates are thrown off, is because it's showing me that Smile Empty Soul 2003, Vultures 2006, Consciousness 2009, Threes in 2000.
None of those dates are even right.
That's where it came from,
years.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
All right. So my bad on that. I apologize.
That's Wikipedia's bad, I guess.
Yeah. Because I was working for a radio station, and we were one of a few stations here in Albany, New York, back in 2006, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, 9 was the last year of the station. I remember seeing Smile Empty Soul play the local club, or maybe some type of outdoor thing too. What are your favorite types of things? Is it the small clubs like the Open Chord, the festivals? Any festival memories you want to share with us? Maybe a club memory?
Well, I mean, I enjoy. There are good things and bad things about any scenario. Playing
True.
indoor club shows has its pros and cons, and the big outdoor festivals have their pros and cons too. They're both enjoyable in different ways.
Right.
And we love doing what we do, or else we wouldn't be doing it. And we just take each show for what it is and enjoy it for what we can.
Right. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait, family man, what's life home like when you're not on the road, man?
Yeah, I'm married and I have a daughter, and when I'm home, I am being dad and husband, and
Does she know what daddy does for work?
she does. Yeah, she's going to be 9 here at the end of this month. So
Is she a singer?
she does sing. Yeah, she actually just started singing maybe a year or something ago. She's popped up on stage with us a couple times now. So
That must be amazing, an amazing feeling for you too, to have your kid on stage with you.
Very cool. Yeah.
And then she gets to see the road, or those just local shows she may come in and check out?
She's come out to a couple of shows that were closer to home.
Right.
So she does get a little taste of what a day in the life is out here, but
Wow,
without the full grind of it,
Right. And then being a musician, myself too, it's like you don't want to force what you do on your children. You want them to do it. I mean, obviously, every dad who's a doctor or a lawyer wants their kid to be a doctor or a lawyer, but sometimes we're protective of the rock and roll scene. We don't want our daughter to be in it. But hey, man, if she's going with it, she's going with it, and it does run in the blood. Do you believe that?
Oh yeah, I definitely do believe that it runs in there. But I also hope that she doesn't try to do anything professionally with it. I mean, it's one of the worst industries in the world to be in. So,
Amen, brother. You hear that, boss? My time is limited here in radio, too. This Tuesday in Knoxville, Smile Empty Soul, Primer 55, Silhouettes of Mayhem, Makes My Blood Dance, and Emerge. Really cool club, man. Open Chord. Stop by in Knoxville. Say hello to Dylan. Say hello to Dave Kelly. He will be there as well. 93.7 WVLZ Loud Media team. Do you ever take your artwork out on the road with you, or do you do separate art shows or put out books or anything like that, or something we could let your fans know about? Maybe they can get turned on to your art as well.
So, when I first started selling my art, I did a tour where I painted a whole bunch of pieces and took them out on the road with me, and I did an acoustic solo tour, and I sold my pieces as well. But I usually just sell them online. You know.
Do you do that a lot? Do you go out acoustically?
Not too often, but
Right.
I did for a couple years back in the early 20 teens, mid 20 teens, and I sold some art on those. But usually I just sell them online. I usually just get custom commission orders, and I just paint them and ship them to whoever ordered it. I did one art show type of scenario in LA a whole bunch of years ago, but I haven't delved too much into that world.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, we look forward to seeing you in Knoxville this week. And if anybody wants to connect with you guys, obviously on the social networks, Instagram, Facebook, smileemptysoul.com, the up and running website. Is that correct?
Yep. Facebook, Instagram, like you said, Twitter, the normal
things. Are you eating for your birthday today?
So we came into St. Louis yesterday. We had a day off, and we ate at this place we absolutely love here called Corner 17, which is an Asian spot that's just, I mean, they're hand rolling the dough for the noodles, and
now you're talking.
They're hand making the dumplings back there, and so we went there yesterday, and then it was fantastic. And then today, before heading over to the venue, we're gonna go to K-Pot. I don't know if you've ever eaten at a K-Pot before.
Okay. Knoxville, Tennessee. I would say if you guys are going to get breakfast, you got to go to Pete's. It's just an awesome breakfast joint there, Pete's.
Okay.
And there's a place I remember going out over with the Knoxville Ice Bears, the hockey team's owner, Mike Murray, and the staff back in November. It was called Carolina Ale House, so we could refer some. And if you're just pizza guys, man, you just got to go check out Sergeant Pepperoni's. So there's all kinds of things, and the vegetarian food, everything's just amazing in Knoxville, the food especially.
Knoxville's a great town. We love Knoxville.
Happy birthday to you, Sean. Smile Empty Soul happening this Tuesday, and we welcome you to Knoxville, and we hope you have a great birthday and have a great show on the road for the next few days.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that much. Thanks for having me and helping promote the Knoxville show. We're looking forward to it, as always, and we'll be there in a few days.
All right. Smile Empty Soul, Sean Danielsen. I'm Ralph Renna for 93.7 WVLZ. Hard, heavy, loud. That's cool, man. That's really all we need. We got almost 20 minutes there.
Yeah,
I'm going to put this up on our socials. I'll tag you with it. I will get it up on YouTube, and they'll be on a few different YouTubes. YouTube numbers creep slowly. The online numbers, though, that's why we put it on, even though I'm going to drop this today, because if we let this saturate online for a few days, it'll just help promote that show. And like I said, I'll run some of the audio clips on Monday or Tuesday. Thanks for making it happen,
Sounds
dude.
great.
I appreciate it. All
Absolutely.
right.
Sorry for the trouble bringing it together, but
Dude,
thanks for having me,
man. I'm easy. I get it. My life's hectic too. It's just 3 radio stations from a home studio is hectic enough for me. I can imagine on the road. So no worries, dude. Good talking to you. We'll see you soon.
Sounds good, brother. Take care.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.